How's it going? So what we're going to do today is learn about Git and GitHub. So why would you want to use Git and GitHub? Well, I won't spend a lot of time on that because I think you probably have some notion of why you would want to use it, but I'll just quickly recap it. Let's say you have a project and you have a lot of different developers and you want them to be able to work seamlessly on different parts of your application. And you also might want to have different versions, different branches. And so Git and GitHub lets you do this quite easily. And also it is distributed in the sense that you can have multiple different versions in different locations, and people can be located in different offices or different parts of the world, etc. Right? So you want to have a new feature right here, you have a feature branch, you could try it and then come back and go back to the old one, right? And if it works out well, you can merge it in. So what are the real, I guess you could say, how does it really work, as it were? All right, now here's the key. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you what we mean here. We have your working directory, your staging area, and your repository. Okay, so first, let's make a repository. Well, no. One thing I want to do before we go on to that, let's make sure you need to you need to have Git installed, right? Now, if you have a Mac, you can just do this version, and it's probably already installed. And likewise with Linux, if you have Linux, it's probably already installed. But if it is not, then there are two links. Actually, well, I have two or three links. And you guys remember, what you can do is I will put these links down below. The links I'm about to show you, you don't have to type them out. Go to the video, the description below the video. So for installing Git, you want to go to this website right here, Getting Started Installing Git. If you're on Linux, here is Linux. And you may be on Mac OS. Okay, if you're on Mac OS, you can go here, down here. And for Windows, you can go here. Now, on the Windows, there is I'll also put this link in the description. This will automatically download an installer for you for Windows. It makes it really easy. And again, that will be there. So here for Mac. Here is the page for Mac. If you want more info there. And finally, there may be some permissions issues that will come up when you initially configure your Git account, because you will need to use this. You will need to, after you've downloaded it, you'll need to enter these commands: user, email, right? And I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it now. So you'll need to git config user.email and then enter your email. Then you'll need to enter one more, user name, okay, or whatever your name is there, right? And now there's one other thing, okay? You can execute each one of those with this. This is very important. If you're doing this on your local on your local development environment, you might want to do this. Add in this global switch, right? This option there. And it will apply to all of your repositories. If you do not include it, if you do not include that global switch there, it will just be for the particular individual repository you're creating. Okay, and along those lines, all right, you may discover there are a couple permissions issues. So, for example, and again, you guys might need to pause this and come back while you install this. You could have an issue with administrator privileges on Windows, and so initially, and also on Mac OS, you might have some permissions issues there. So, as I've said many times in many different videos, oftentimes initial configurations and initial settings with a piece of software can be the most sort of nerve-wracking. So go ahead and get that stuff installed, pause the video, get that stuff installed, and then come on back. So in the next video, we're going to go through exactly how the working directory, your staging area, and the Git repository itself works.